All right, guys, back at you again with another video. It is March 1st, right? A new month, and it is also coincidentally the first day of this whole new 90-day commitment that I was talking about um, a few videos ago. Essentially, going to be working on a bunch of different areas of my life, sobriety being the number one, my finances, mental and emotional well-being, my relationship with Jennifer, finances, all that stuff. And as I was going through, preparing for this 90 days, right, getting a plan together and all that, I started to reread all these books I had in my tablet, right? And these are like classic self-help books, Think and Grow Rich, the Master Key System, the Science of Success, As a Man Thinketh, all these books, right? And I came to realize very quickly that the vast majority of the self-help, self-improvement books that are being written today are essentially taking the core principles from these older books. The only difference is they're kind of repackaging it in more of a spiritual, kind of mystical way, right? But the ideas and the principles are exactly the same. And the funny thing is, back in when these books were being written in the 20s and 30s, they were presenting these ideas as like scientific facts, right? Scientific proof and all that. But now they're spiritual and mystical and universal consciousness and all that. But there's a couple of things that stuck out for me that again are being I want to say sold, but are being promoted today. And the main thing is thoughts are things, right? As you think, you become what you think about, right? That's one of the um, the main principles in all these older books and these new ones, right? So if you obviously keep having negative thoughts, like I was having just a few weeks ago, you're going to have a negative life, a negative outcome, and you're going to manifest, negative things in your life. So, obviously you have positive thoughts, then, you're going to have a positive outcome, positive attitude, and all that. But also, even beyond that, um, when you think about, let's say, what you want or who you want to become, right? Let's say, like for me, I want this, content marketing agency to really take off in the next 90 days. So I have to start thinking and acting like a successful, content marketer. And that's something that I've been trying to do. I've been doing hypnosis and affirmations and all that. But again, as you think, so you shall be. That kind of stuff. And that's in all the new, the secret and law of attraction and all that. That's out there now. But it's back again. This was back in 1920. They also talk about the universal mind, right? And specifically that we're all connected. Each individual is connected to this one universal mind. Now you can call it, God consciousness or, the whatever of the universe. But back then, they were saying that look, you are an individual, obviously, but everything manifests from this universal mind. It's omniscient and omnipresent and omnipotent, right? Call it God, call it the universe, call it whatever you want, but this idea, and it really struck me because I've heard other people say this, especially in like meditation, and yoga, that every single person on this earth is connected through this universal consciousness. Like they call it consciousness. Back then, they called it universal mind. But I do honestly believe that all of us are connected through that universal consciousness or that universal mind. That there is no difference. We all came from the same place. Now, whether you believe that God made us, or it was the Big Bang, or the universe, or whatever it is, we're all connected through our thoughts, through our consciousness. And this was back in the 1920s, 30s when they're talking about this, and they were talking about it not as a spiritual thing or mystical thing. They were talking about it as science. I know in Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill talks about the ether, right? Your thoughts go out into the ether, and then they're made manifest by, you know, the universe. You know, pretty powerful stuff. And another one, you know, manifesting from within, right? I know I was watching the movie The Secret years ago when it first came out, and they talked about the what the hell is it called? The Emerald, not the Emerald Scroll, the the Emerald Tablet, I think. And it, you know, it says, you know, as above, so below, or as within, so without, something like that. And yeah, that's what we're talking about that as well, especially in the Master Key system. And if you guys, you can get them on Amazon for like $1. You know, download them to your Kindle. But I strongly suggest that. But so yeah, they're talking about, you know, manifesting from within. Like everything starts from within you, right? Even Think and Grow Rich says that, right? All great riches start with, you know, the thoughts you have in your head. You know, nothing gets created in this world, like the outside world, without first having it being created in somebody's head, in the inner world. You know, you look at Steve Jobs, right? He envisioned the iPhone, right? That wouldn't have came about if it wasn't for, you know, the thoughts and the imagination that he had within himself to then, you know, manifest it and bring it to the world and basically change, you know, society. So yeah, manifesting from within. That's you know, another thing that I see in The Secret, and you know, The Power of Now, and all these other self-help, self-improvement books that are coming out. You know, they tell you, like, you can manifest this if you just think about it. If you just think about it, you're going to bring it about. What you think about, you bring about. Well, kind of. I mean, you have to think about it, but you also have to work for it. You can't just you know, sit on your couch and manifest a Lamborghini in your driveway. But yeah, everything starts from within, you know, and that's something that I need to think about. Like I said, I've been having these bouts of, you know, not depression, but just self-loathing, you know, negative self-image, that kind of stuff. So I need to start thinking about myself in a better way within. I'll start acting in a better way without. So yeah, if you're into that you know, self-help stuff like I am, you know, Anthony Robbins, Brian Tracy, that kind of stuff, I would suggest, you know, go to the source. You know, go to these classic self-help books. Like I said, you can get them on Amazon for $1, maybe $1.50, $1.99 at the most, and yeah, really you know, get the source material. You know, get it from in the original form, and you can probably save a lot of money too. So that's always good for me because I'm a cheap bastard. So yeah, that's all I got for today. Again, day one of this 90-day commitment. It's going to be interesting. I got a lot of good information coming for you guys in the future. So like and share this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow.